He is trying to get to work.
Go!
He is delayed. He becomes stressed, aroused, and increasingly frustrated. This frustration is the key to the conflict, and it is manifest as aggression.
You get drivers which, when they come up sort of behind the bike, they're kind of like in a hurry and they want to get past you, and they can't. So when they eventually do get past you, they come up, pull up beside you, and they start giving you verbal, and you give something back. If they can take it, they'll just drive off. If they can't, they'll either swerve into you, knock you off your bike, and just speed off. Well, that's what happened to me.
Sunshine spills over the hill.
Of course, there are some drivers who are violent and potentially dangerous personalities, but they would be so anywhere.
We got plenty of time if you want it. We got plenty of time.
More interesting is the average man, otherwise placid and good-humoured, who loses control in this situation.
We got plenty of time.
Let's compare the cyclist. Call him mountain bike man.
Morning! Morning!
Mountain bike man enjoys relative freedom. He is not constrained and therefore avoids the frustration that bedevils Sierra Man. At least in part, Sierra Man's apparent inattention is explained by psychological overload. In other words, there is too much going on and he cannot deal with all the sensory information he is receiving.
I think sometimes it's not the extremes that stick in your mind, it's the mundane. It's like the basic one is, sorry, I didn't see you. I've tried to solve that with sort of being seen colour-wise, you know. You can't say you didn't see me in gear like this.
I think a lot of them tend to ignore us, pretend we're not there or don't notice us.
Recognising that driving now represents most people's greatest daily frustration, some manufacturers encourage unattainable fantasies of escape from traffic itself. Only the bicyclist can do this.
I'm the urban spaceman, baby, I've got speed. I've got everything I need. I'm the urban spaceman, baby, I can fly. I'm a supersonic guy. I don't need pleasure, I don't feel pain. If you were to knock me down, I'd just get up again. I'm the urban spaceman.
Thank you so much.
I'm making out.
I've had just about it. I've had cigarette butts thrown at me. I've had cars pull in front of me, doors open, everything that's in the highway code.
It certainly isn't the case that all drivers are antisocial, and in essence, as people, they are no different to the bicyclist. Different situations create different patterns of behaviour. Those of us who both cycle and drive know this very well.
Well, what's the answer? It's quite simple. We must simply reduce the numbers of cars in the inner cities. We're hooked on the things. But the truth is, they're slow, they're inefficient, they're expensive, and they're environmentally catastrophic. Unless we manage to do this, the stresses, particularly on drivers, will continue to mount, and we'll all go stark staring mad.
I do. I love you too. I do.
You touched my car!
I'm the urban spaceman.
I'll kill you!
Here comes the twist. I don't exist.
The problem is that while we see the splinter in others' eyes, we don't see the beam in our own.
Why don't you do your exercises for a change, you lazy lump?
7, 8, 9, 10. Oh,
absolutely drained. Made me feel quite peckish, that has. Oh, I think there's some of that sherry trifle left in the fridge. I could just fancy some of that. Oh, I think I must have felt the burn there. I wonder if there's any custard.
Well, it's them and us, isn't it?